Hello, welcome back to another DIY prop video on the channel. My name is Luke Triton, and today we're going to be showing off the custom omnitrix prop, or extension of the custom omnitrix. Oh, this was very scary to put together because I thought, you know what, I want to be able to extend the omnitrix prop, because whilst this as its own item can do so much, you know, you look at the lore with the all the things the omnitrix can do, I want to be able to have more of it extend upwards on my arm, have it do more things. And I was kind of going back and forth of what I should add, and ultimately I decided to add this little sort of screen section here. So this is reminiscent of a Pip-Boy, but also the sort of thing where it's an extension of what the omnitrix can do. So what I've got written down here so you can actually see it. We've got alien analysis, DNA scan, protective mode, restart/recalibrate, and location, time and date, because why not? So the omnitrix can do all of those things anyway. I don't know about the location, time and date, but it's more so accessible to those functions separately to the omnitrix. And this is also an idea that was inspired from an online comic that I saw. There is a YouTube channel called the Mk2, and they are big fans of Ben 10 and other fandoms as well. They have made their own comic online called 5 Years Later, a crossover of Ben 10 and Danny Phantom. I will leave a link to their channel in the description. It's really cool stuff. You can find it on their website as well. Very cool read as well. Looking forward to the next chapters. So yeah, this is basically kind of does what it says on the tin. You've already seen the main omnitrix. That video has hundreds of views. It's done so well, and I'm very happy to see that it's done that well. It's not a Lego train video, but to see it, I think at the time of recording, it's over 600 views. I haven't had a video do that well in a good long while, not since the crocodile locomotive mock video. So thank you to everyone who has been watching the omnitrix prop video. That's very motivating for me to continue to make more props. And yeah, ultimately I think this extension is just its own special thing. I mean, the idea of having more tech and more gadgets kind of wrapped around your arm, kind of just as a whole, that whole gadgets and cosplay idea I had, sadly is actually going to have to be scrapped because I don't really have the ability to build that cosplay. Or at least it's on hold. I mean, I love that idea though. So yeah, just to give you another look of this section of the omnitrix now, I kind of go over the details. There's no actual buttons, it's all just foam and a few covers from these small pins. The omnitrix toy itself has been decorated a little bit. We've got some more pins and a little green stripe of foam there just to bring more attention to the details here. There's also this massive connection piece, and I thought, well, if I actually turn it up this way, you can kind of see this bit of foam here that was all wrapped around. Obviously you can see there's a point where it stops up against where this strap starts. And I thought, well, that was already connected. I wanted to try and just bring out a little bit more, but I thought, you know, there's the ability to extend it even further. So it turned into this, adding some more colours. I'm glad I actually went ahead and added some more green to the omnitrix prop. You can see with the strap, of course, if I move a little bit closer, you can see up here some green next to the white, and of course that green stripe there. It's just more colour to it, and I think it's really good to actually stick with the green. Of course, if I try to go to something like blue or even red, it's not going to make sense because the main dial and of course the other base colour of the omnitrix is green. So yeah, that is the prop itself, and now it's time to actually put this thing on. So this is going to be a bit of an interesting process. Before I actually put this on, let me quickly grab this. So again, one of the more what's the word I'm looking for? One of the factors of inspiration, discovered that, was Ben 10,000, and it looks like he was wearing a glove with his version of the omnitrix. So what I've got here is, I believe, a cyclist glove, something really thin, something comfortable and also simple. Looks really cool. I've used this for a few cosplays in the past. I believe my first Captain America cosplay had these gloves. Enclave Super Soldier had that as well. So to get this on, I've got to be careful not to break the straps. So just sitting it on like that is not too bad, because obviously the way this foam is all shaped, it's not going to break off. I kind of have to press it up against myself to make sure I can actually close the strap. There we go. So just bringing those two pieces together and having the strap attached through the Velcro there. This one, much bigger. I wasn't too sure how I was going to make this strap, because having it halfway, half and half, where instead of what you see here where one is really long and this one is really short, I wasn't too sure if that was going to be a good idea. But I think I got away with having it designed this way, one's really long, I'll wrap that around my arm, and then use the shorter piece to pull the omnitrix prop back over to my arm. So when I turn my arm this way, I can now shove it around my arm into a more comfortable position. So now it looks like that. And this is comfortable. This isn't like restricting in any way. I can still move my wrist. Obviously there's no collision with my elbows. Having to wear a long sleeve shirt I think is a bit a better choice, because it looks quite nice having the sleeve stop at the prop. But yeah, I think it's really cool. I still got access to all of the buttons. I can still play with the omnitrix toy itself. Batteries are still clean. The lights and sounds, they all still work. But yeah, I think this is a really cool prop. I'm actually so glad that this looks good. Obviously I think it's more so to the colour palette, having to add some more green to it I think was one of the key factors there. Oh, I love this. This is really cool. I haven't made any proper props in a while, but to extend something like this as well, I think if you understand some lore and some specific details with something, you can absolutely customize something to be just incredible. So what I'm going to do quickly, I want to tighten this strap on my forearm. It's feeling a bit loose, but yeah, time to get a cool pose for the thumbnail. If you have your own omnitrix and you want to give this a go, I would give out some cautions. First of all, be careful if you're going to actually go ahead with this. I've had a few people leave some comments in regards to the material of this strap that I've modified with. This is a foam from a floor mat. So this is the floor mat in particular. I just got this from a normal store. I'm pretty sure something like this can be found from a camping store as well. If I peel that up a little bit, just to give you a look at the kind of texture that's on this foam. It's really soft, very very squidgy. The sort of thing that you don't need to use a heat gun to form. So yeah, I think that's the sort of best material to go for if you're going to make your own strap. And also, speaking of, where is the other, there we go. I'm pretty sure I showed this off in the original prop video too. So this is the original strap piece, or one of two of them. Obviously there'll be another one for both sides of the omnitrix toy. This I believe is like a silicone material, like a rubbery sort of thing. It's very easy to cut through, and that is on the original toy itself. So instead of it being this massive foam piece, that was this. And I'll try and show it off there as well. You kind of see how it was cut through the actual strap itself. Nice and easy, but at the same time, usually nice and slow if you're going to be using a blade. You don't want to do what I did and where is it? There it is, that one there. You don't want to end up moving too fast, otherwise you'll catch the blade onto the omnitrix toy and you'll scratch some of the paint off. But at the same time, if you know how to make props and you actually think that something like this would be really cool to make, give it a go. I mean, at the same time, why not? It's really cool to have just a massive gadget on your arm. So cool. So there we go. That is my showcase video for my custom omnitrix prop. I think this is one of the cooler props I've ever made. It's one of the smaller ones as well, but for what it is, just having it on my arm, just the fact that it's a gadget on your arm, I think that's really cool. Okay, let's end the video before I start getting myself overly excited. Thank you all ever so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you all in the next episode. Bye.